There's one thing that I do that has the biggest impact on my ADHD symptoms, and it's not a pill, it's not a planner, it's not a hack or a tool, although those things can all be very useful, but it's something that gives me leverage that makes all of those things work better. Now that thing that I do is movement, getting my body moving, exercise. Doing so creates dopamine, it creates adrenaline that causes my brain to function better, it helps my executive functions work, and effectively counters my ADHD symptoms. So the ways that I do this, I have three ways. One is a weekly foundation, one is a daily reset, and one is an instant boost. The weekly foundation is that I go to the gym 3 times a week. Now, I haven't always done this. You may notice from my body, I'm not exactly the most athletic person. I spend most of my life as a couch potato. But in the last couple of years, I've developed a habit of going to the gym on a regular basis, and I feel so much better for it. It increases the baseline. It increases my capacity of energy and generates reserves that I can draw on whenever I need to focus during the week. The way I do this, there's 3 things that I do that really make a difference to this. The first one was a mindset shift of exercise. I used to consider something that I would do after I worked. So I finish my work and then I exercise, and I'd never have time to exercise, so it never happened. Now I think of it as something that I have to do in order to make sure that I'm functioning at my best. It's an investment in my brain and my body and how I feel. The second thing that I do is I make sure that I have my bag ready. So my clothes are in here, my water bottle's here. It's all ready to go. I have nothing that, I don't procrastinate because I go, it's time to go to the gym because it's in my calendar, and I pick up my bag and I go. The third thing that I do is after the gym, I notice how, and even during the gym, I notice how my body's feeling. I feel the muscles, I feel the sweat, I feel the adrenaline, I feel how I'm feeling generally, the strength in my back, how my body feels better. And I talk to myself about this and I reinforce that this is a reward that I got from that investment. So this foundation increases capacity overall. On a daily basis, this is something that second one, I did a maths degree, but I can't count. Second one, on a daily basis, and I started doing this recently, I go for a morning reset. I wake up, I brush my teeth and go to the toilet, do my regular things, then I get dressed and I go for a walk. And I walk outside for about 20 minutes. I always have my headphones and I pop them in, listen to a podcast, and I go for a walk for 20 minutes with the sunlight. Now, I've only been doing this recently. I don't know how it's going to go in the Luxembourg rain, but we'll see how it works. The point of this is that you get the sunlight, which resets your body clock and helps wake you up, and you get the movement, which generates dopamine and adrenaline and all those good things and gives you energy for the day. And this whole thing sets you up during the day. Now, one of the things that I recommend doing is not looking at your phone before you go, just go for the walk. And then you come back and you do your breakfast and your phone and children and all that sort of stuff. In this case, with this particular thing that I do, I have to be very forgiving of myself because sometimes I sleep in, sometimes I just don't have energy, sometimes the kids are chaotic and I can't go or I don't go. But when I do go, I notice the difference on a daily basis. The third thing that I do is the instant boost. And this is something that I've discovered very recently, but it works so well. Whenever I need to focus, maybe I've got something to do, such as doing a video like this, or making a document, or writing something down, or doing some work that requires focus or concentration, or I just need to get myself up from here to there, I do a 2-minute burst of energy and I do some workout, right? Maybe I do some push-ups or I do a body jiggle. And the body jiggle is an interesting one. All I do, and this looks ridiculous, so please excuse me, but I literally just shake my body like this for about 1 or 2 minutes, and I shake everything. And even that little shake there has given me a little adrenaline boost, and I can feel that focus. But I do it for 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes. It feels like a long time, but you do it for 2 minutes and then suddenly you have this intense focus that comes out, and it's amazing. So give this a go, all right? After this video, try it. Now, the reason all of this works is because ADHD is a lack of dopamine. And when we move, we generate that dopamine. I think I've already said that. To sum up with all this, there's the weekly foundation, the daily reset, and the instant boost. Try them, figure out what works for you. And I'd love to hear you in the comments. What worked for you? How did this go? What did you try? What did you not try? What variations have you come up with? I'd love to hear it. Remember that progress is more important than perfection. So doing something every day, doing something a bit different, trying it out, seeing what works is much more important than having a perfect routine and doing it well. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and focus well.